Good morning. I'm feeling quite an emotional energy from today. It's like there is a thief of your mind right now. What I mean by that is that something is taking up space in your mind. It's living there rent free. It's basically like you just, as much as you try, you can't pull away from this thought or this feeling. And I feel like today, especially if you're part of this collective, you're feeling quite emotional from this, or you're like, yeah, you're just trapped by it, stuck by it. I did a, a message today for a Facebook group, and the message was about the dream thief. And it's like how much you allow in your comfort zone to kind of keep you in a place where you're not looking for new ventures, or you're not reaching out for things that you really would like. So it's like you've kind of put yourself in a stagnant position, and this is making you feel quite emotional now, because I feel like maybe there's been a change to your plans, or something hasn't worked out the way you wanted it to, but you can't seem to let go of that. So I'm going to get into your runes first of all. Let's see, what is this about? Okay, we have Yara. We have Tiwas. Okay. Now, so we have Yara first of all. Yara is the energy of when we learn something. So this is like a cycle of growth, and it's what we get rewarded for how much we've learned, you know, the lessons that we've learned, what the information that we've gained, the rewards that we get from that. Now, I actually feel like you are being rewarded in your life. Like there are little things, little gains, might even be little moments where someone's, I don't know, giving you a small token gesture. Perhaps they've cooked you some food, or they brought you something nice, or they're like, oh, would you like this? Or there's just some warming moments that have been showing up in your life, which are teaching you, showing you that there's more than what you thought could be. And with Tiwas there, this is kind of like, I feel like you're putting a lot of time and energy into somebody else, or into the thought of having somebody else in your life or something like that. But you're coming to this realization where actually the more you commit to yourself, the more you commit to the things that you want in your life, you feel more at peace, more at home. And if this is a person in your life that you're not actually in touch with at the moment, I feel like your hindsight, you know, the rose tinted glasses that you're looking at this through, it's not really the reality, is it? And you know this is what you've grown through. So you know, and I feel like this is where you're getting to, is like, if you were to go and spend time with that person now, it would take you out of your peace that you've just found, that you are in. And you know that. But you're like, so why do I keep thinking about them? Why do I still, desire to talk to them, or have memories of conversations that we've had, or things like that? Why am I not able to let go of it? And interestingly, Rado came out in the reverse position, like it would normally be that way around, but it was upside down. So there's something about a fear of taking a direction that pulls you away from this comfort. And it's not really comfortable, is it? And many of you, if you follow me, you'll know what my analogy is on the comfort thing. If you don't, go and look back on one of my videos. And if you want me to tell you, I can, but it's basically about an analogy where if you were to poo yourself, okay? Now imagine a baby, and it's just pooed in its nappy. And there's a comfort to that because it's warm, and it's like, for a moment it's all right, but then after a while it's like, yeah, it's starting to stink now, or I'm not feeling comfortable anymore. So this is kind of the comfort zone that I'm talking about. It's like, okay, yeah, there's a comfort there, but there comes a point where it's like, okay, I need to clean this up now. I need to change this. But then you might do it again because there was something comfortable in it, even though it's actually not right, or it's not quite right. So take that analogy however you want. Sorry if it's too graphic for you, but it is what it is. So, okay, you might be feeling like you might be having a lot of sore throats lately. Perhaps your glands are up, but the reason for that is you're kind of pulling away from the truth because you don't want to admit it to yourself. It's almost like you're afraid to sort of step into the light or to be seen. It's like you don't trust yourself to do the right thing, or to do things that actually benefit you. So the energy I'm picking up is somebody that maybe, if somebody said to you, here's £1,000, take it, you probably wouldn't. You'd probably be a bit like, what? I don't know. Or you'd have it and then you'd blow it. So it's almost like that, you feel almost embarrassed when people offer you something or give you something, like you don't know how to handle it, you don't know what to do with it. So, but there is these gifts coming into your life. There is something new waiting for you, but you're holding back on the new venture because you're stuck in the wound of the past. You're stuck in something that is kind of keeping you in that comfort zone, in that loop. Okay, and this is you, I feel. I tried to fall for someone else, but no one compares. So it's like this person is stuck in your mind. You can't seem to move on, even though you don't see a way forward. So it's like, I feel for you. It feels really hard and emotional. And I feel like with Yara showing up here, you do go through these cycles where you're like, 1 minute you're like, yeah, I'm ready to move on. I'm going to go and do this. But then when you do, something happens or it doesn't quite go the way that you thought it would go. And then you start thinking about this person again. And you start thinking, what's going on there? Why can't I get rid of you? Why can't I see anybody else beyond you? And I'm almost seeing somebody that's willing the other person to meet someone or move on so that you can. That's what it feels like. Discord amongst friends and family. So you, the way you're feeling, I feel like your friends and family are like going, why do you keep on about this person? Like, just forget about them. They're a dog. They don't matter, or blah, blah, blah. And you're sort of defending this person because you're like, but they're not. Like, this, that's not how I feel about them. And it's not helping me, actually, the way that you're talking about them. So just remember, you know, be careful where you get your advice from with friends and family. You know, look at what are they doing in their lives? Where are their, you know, where does their information come from? Is it from sound, healthy experiences? Or are they telling you because, you know, they do care, but they don't understand your situation. They don't understand that you can't just, you know, get away from it. Now, interestingly, we've got career card coming out, and I'm looking at TWAS as I'm seeing this, because I feel like right now you're meant to just not really do anything about this person. Okay, you're still going to be having thoughts and feelings about them. A lot of that could be because they're thinking about you. So there's like a pull on energy in both directions. But you're being guided to focus on your work right now and your career. There's something in your job that needs looking at, that you need to bring some justice to. You need to stand up for yourself in your career, in your job. Because with this going on in the background, as you're kind of romanticizing things, or it's taking up a lot of your headspace. And I feel like you're getting pushed back in your career, or, you know, you're not really striving in the way that you could be, or the way that you should be. And there's something about your career, like, there's something you need to be doing. I'm seeing a lot of speaking, maybe presentations, things like that, where you could be helping other people. Okay, and we have flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Whoever I'm talking to, you've got a fear of being seen. You've got a fear of showing up and people being like, oh my God, like, it's almost like you do know stuff. And I feel like in a humble way, you may be giving people advice or you help people out. People are starting to notice this, and they might be like, we need to get you on a screen, or we need to get you out there. Like, you could be really helpful. It's almost like people see you as kind of like a guru in a way, but you don't like that sort of label. You don't like to be considered like that. So it's like you're hiding from it or walking back from it. It's like, you're like, no, I'm not interested in all of that. I have tent and temporary situation. Okay, yeah. So the way that you're feeling right now, it is temporary, okay? It's not going to stay like that forever. And there's a reason why you're going through this, is because it's going to help other people. This is part of your journey. It's part of who you are and what you're meant to be doing here. And this is almost like you've had to go through these cycles to impart the wisdom from it for other people. But you can't do that if you're sat there stuck in your comfort zone. You've got to push yourself out there. So temporary situation, I feel like you're going to be stuck in a bit of a rut where work's concerned, as like, who actually am I? What am I actually doing? What is my role? It's going to be a little bit like you don't really know, but then it'll become very clear straight after that, within a week, I feel. So it says new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. So you've got a lot coming in. I'm actually going to get into the tarot just for a moment. I'll give you one tarot card at the end of this message. Nine of Wands. A lot of the battles that you've been through, the things that you've been through, are becoming experiences that you can pass on the wisdom to other people. There is something in that. Now, if you want to go deeper into this, drop me a DM, because I'd love to go further into this reading and help you out with just getting into that space. Have a blessed day.